Batting, batting, no. Oh no, yeah. Okay. If you want to start, let's get it. We're live, Anthony. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's a beautiful day, Monday, sorry, Wednesday this night in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is the morning game, first game of the two games today. Conquistadores with a home team there on home field. And that is Clayton Bowman on the mound against the Pelicanos. Leadoff hitter, Joshua Cuevas. Here's the first pitch from outside. First pitch at 10:18 on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Puerto Rico's PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Summer League. These baseball players across the world. Playing Lomo on the mound. Cuevas, the batter for Pelicanos. Even things up 1-1. Good pitch right there from Lomo. Pelicanos, they lost yesterday.
Fíjate, eso sí que nos falta, cabrón.
To the Peregrinos.
Mierda.
Yeah.
Está, me ayudas a poner. Informar más. ¿Para qué más? Agregamos un ahí.
Fairly big stadium, 325 in the corners left and right, 403 at the depth center.
Vamos a poner Joshua Cuevas.
Offers the bunt right there.
Pero esto no.
It's not Truman Moyer starting in the leadoff spot for a couple of games. Finds himself in the two spot. Really fast team, the Pelicanos. Well, that's not what you want to do right there. Hits Moyer there on that pitch. So Cuevas was retired. So one out. Moyer now on first. Ethan Reyes steps in the three-hitter for Pelicanos. These teams in the PRIBL extremely well balanced. Checks on the runner. This is a smart idea right there by Paul Peterson. Moyer is trying to be running here after getting hit by the pitch. Getting first the hard way. Hit by pitch coming from set. That's the runner again. And the play. This is to Reyes. Low. So one out runner on first base. Runner Moyer. Set once again. Here's the pitch. There goes Moyer. Two down for the pitcher's a good one. Moyer takes base nonetheless. Center fielder Stephen Moyer.
Yo tengo sin él, yo tengo.
So Reyes now bats with a runner on second base in scoring position already in the top of the first inning. This is the top of the first inning.
La aplicación está bien.
In this game between Conquistadores and Pelicanos. Pelicanos lost yesterday, as we mentioned. Looking to score early against Conquistadores. Conquistadores tied yesterday. There's from Roman. Stays high with that. Pitch right there. Conquistadores tied 3-3 against Taínos yesterday. So their record is still 1-0 with that tie yesterday. Good pitch right there. Reyes takes it first. Good job by Bowman. Felt the strike zone right there. Reyes. Reyes 3. Shortstop for
Pues decimos que
here's the pitch from Bowman. Fouled away. Good pitch right there from Bowman. Full count. Here's Ethan Reyes. Batting the first inning of the runner in scoring position already. So early chance for big opportunity. Truman Moyer on second base. Takes his lead. Runner from set. Checks on him. There goes Moyer. Reyes. And as we saw yesterday,
Reno.
very helpful to the catcher on the defensive side. The backstop is a direct
Joshua Smart.
so balls that generally get thrown back to the catcher. So If you're a baseline, you don't assume the ball's going to stay back there and bounce back.
PH.
Like that, as you saw that a couple times the past couple days here. So back here, Blumel on second. Just hits the ball right there. Low to get it. Picked up at the post. And now runs on first and second. Reyes walks. It doesn't mean the hitter batting fourth today. Number 7, Aiden. First, skipper back, maybe. Runners on first and second with 1 out. We're going to do the amateur
Gracias.
catching some early innings here. Blumel on the ropes. Let's see what he does here. Look how he attacks in 4 total games. Skipper dispersed that bat. Actually, and hits. You know the runners don't take offense straight down the thirds and looking again. But Sherman Moyer strikes the bag. That's his second stolen base, and Reyes right behind him. So Reyes walks, and then he steals the base. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Blumel comes in. Here's a pitch. Foul right back up over our heads. And almost got us, but
This is la mía. Listas. Okay.
Blumel from the windup. We're taking that one low to even things up. 1-1 with 1 out. Runners in scoring position. Second and third. Big opportunity for Pelicanos. You want to score early in this chance. You don't want to miss this opportunity with 1 out in. We're trying to drive in both those runners. Fouls that one back, straight back again. So he's really zoning in here on Blummel's pitches. He's right on it. See what Blumel can do with 2 strikes. Ahead of the count against Skipper. Skipper looks like he's ready for that fastball. See if he goes off speed. Blumel will try to get him out with that. Good block by the catcher. Moyer really wanted to take that base on the fastball low in the dirt. Stayed true for the catcher to keep it in front. So no advancement by the runners, but a good opportunity. 2-2 now. With 1 out, runners in scoring position. Reyes on second and Moyer on third. The runners take their leads. Strike 3. Good job of striking out Skipper right there with runners in scoring position. Blumel does a good job right there, taking care of Skipper for the second out. Not what you want to do if you're Aiden Skipper. He's going to think about that when he heads back to the dugout, not able to cash in those 2 runners. So let's see if Engesser can do the job. The 5-hitter for Pelicanos, Eric Engesser bats. Takes that one just low. Good eye right there. Number 21 for Pelicanos, Eric Engesser. Gesser's had a productive PRIBL so far. Let's see if he can get those 2 runners in. So now 2-0. Good opportunity for Engesser. Let's see what Eric looks for right here. If he zones in on 1 pitch in 1 zone. Blumel did a really good job of attacking Aiden Skipper, the previous batter. Let's see if he can come back in the count against Engesser. Just outside, 3-0 now. 3-0 to Eric Engesser. In the driver's seat with runners in scoring position. Here comes Blumel with the pitch. Taken for a strike. Taken all the way right there. Runners in scoring position, second and third. Moyer and Reyes. Moyer has stolen 2 bases already in this inning, looking to score from third. 90 feet away, 2 outs. Here's the pitch again, right back up and over. There's 2 baseballs back there. If one of the fans want to get those 2 baseballs, that'd be helpful. I'll sign any of those baseballs if you bring them back. That's right. I'm Anthony DeSanto bringing you this broadcast, part of the PRIBL. Here's the pitch from Blumel. Good pitch right there, and excellent job by Blumel to get out of the inning with the strikeout. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for him. Did a really good job of taking care of the batters even in scoring position. So the Pelicanos leave 2 runners on, and Clayton Blumel gets his way out of that jam, scoring no runs. So that does it for the top of the first inning. Thank you so much for tuning in on this broadcast. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning as the Conquistadores, the home team, come to bat in the PRIBL live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico.
Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico for the bottom of the first inning. Conquistadores, the home team, step up to the plate after their starting pitcher Clayton Blummel did a great job in the top of the first inning against the Pelicanos. Pelicanos were threatening big time with runners on second and third in the top, but Blummel took care of them. Now we're going to see and introduce the starting pitcher for the Pelicanos to see if he can equal the task of scoring or throwing up a 0 in the bottom of the first inning. Let's see how Hunter Witten does. Hunter Witten on the mound. Hunter Witten from Pennsylvania. I got a chance to talk with his dad. Big shout out to Mr. Witten out there in cold Pennsylvania. There's the first pitch from Hunter Witten down low to the leadoff hitter, Joel Cortez. Cortez for Conquistadores, the home team, in their red and blue uniforms. And his blue bat has a 1-0 count. That one, fastball stays high from Witten. Joel Cortez leads things off. Nick Fasthorse bats second. He's on deck for Conquistadores. Conquistadores tied yesterday. Their record is still 1-0, so they have no losses on their record. For a strike. Good job from Witten to fill up the zone right there on the 2-0 pitch. So he looks to settle down, and hopefully that is the pitch that gets him going. Here's a 2-1. Joel Cortez, leadoff batter. Hits that one right up the middle. Right past Hunter Witten and the middle infield. Goes into center field for a base hit. Leadoff base hit from Joel Cortez and Conquistadores. So they look to get to a fast start as Nick Fasthorse bats for Conquistadores. Capono Kahala, the center fielder for Conquistadores, on deck. Checks on the runner at first. Good pickoff move right there. Christian Malgary on first base for Pelicanos. The rest of the defense for Pelicanos. Cuevas, the catcher, for Witten. Good pick right there. Good block by Cuevas, as we just mentioned his name. Center fielder Truman Moyer, shortstop Ethan Reyes, left fielder Jack Descar, right fielder Kenton Quinby, third base for Pelicanos, Carlos Alvarez, Grant Parkin at second base, and Christian Malgary at first base. For the defense of the Pelicanos, Joel Cortez, the runner on first. He takes off, hit and run right through the hole. That's going to set the Conquistadores up real nice. So back-to-back base hits. The shortstop had to vacate that hole to take the throw down from the stolen base attempt. And good job by Fasthorse to get that through the infield. So a really well-placed ball. Good job of hitting from Cortez and Fasthorse. Sends up the three-hitter for Conquistadores. We're in the bottom of the first inning, 0-0 score, but Conquistadores threatening. Runners on first and second take their lead. Here's the pitch. Taken down low. Hunter Witten on the mound for Pelicanos. Pelicanos did not, and they failed to score in the top of the first inning. I have my morning coffee. I'm good. Wonderful hot latte. Good coffee down here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Wonderful cuisine. Actually, yesterday my wife and I got sushi. No mofongo for us. Sushi last night. Let's see what we get today. This is the morning game. Runners on first and second, threatening. Conquistadores hammers that ball into left field, short left field actually. Good catch by the left fielder. Throws behind the runner. Just back safely is the runner, Joel Cortez. Almost got him double off. That would have been a huge base running mistake by Conquistadores. Right? I think so too. All right. Tough crowd over here on this beautiful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Happy days. Time is called. One out. Runners on second. All over this PRIBL. If you've been paying attention to the PRIBL, Braden Kaler has done a good job in all of his plate appearances really battling. And behind the plate, he's played some third base as well. Just a fantastic utility player. He takes a strike right there. Good pitch right there from Hunter Witten, the starting pitcher for Pelicanos. Conquistadores, the home team in the bottom of the first inning here, batting with runners on first and second. Cortez and Fast Horse each had a base hit in their turn of at-bats. That ball's hammered into left center. Center fielder going over. Shortstop dives. No, Reyes can't come up with it, but we have one base at a time. The left fielder did a really good job of getting that ball back in quickly. So no advancement as far as someone scoring, but now the bases are loaded. So we're loaded up. 3 base hits already in this bottom of the first inning. Kaler, big base hit. Now stepping in, Connor Anderson. Anderson batting from the left side of the plate. He's the 5-hitter for Conquistadores. Bats with the bases loaded. Corners come in for Pelicanos with only 1 out. Good pitch right there. That's the location that Witten wants to stay and live at. Hopefully he can control the strike zone right there with that pitch as he just did. Let's see what he backs up that pitch with. Bases loaded. They take their leads. Here comes the pitch from Witten. There, again, same pitch right there. Good job of throwing just a little bit more off the plate. So he did a good job right there of working ahead against the tough hitter, Connor Anderson, for Conquistadores. Conquistadores had a really good day yesterday against Team Taínos, tying 3-3. Really well played game by Taínos and the Conquistadores to tie that game up and leave that game tied. Conquistadores are 1-0 with that tie with Taínos. Witten with the pitch. Good pitch right there. So he's living out there. So he's really spotting that pitch right now. Let's see what he does after throwing 3 pitches right there on the corner. Right on the black, just missed on that pitch. So good approach. Really like the location there to Anderson. Ball's hit to center field. Center fielder right there, right at him. So the out's made. Here comes the throw in from the center fielder. No advancement, but now we've got 2 runners. So he's safe. Throw down. Now we got a good old-fashioned rundown. This is going to get tricky right here. There's nobody at the plate. Misses the tag. Bad defense by Pelicanos right there. And actually bad base running by Conquistadores. But the Conquistadores score on that mishap by actually both teams. But so very interesting scoring if you're scoring at home right there. But nonetheless, 2 outs. There are 2 outs. There are 2 outs. Run scores. So runners on second and third. The run came in. That was Joel Cortez with the slick base running. Fast Horse is on third base. And Kaler on second base. Anderson's credited with a fly ball. I'm not going to give him a sac fly on that. There's no RBI right there. Oh, Witten hit the batter. That's Braylon Reynolds taking it the hard way to load the bases back up. Wynn might have been frustrated right there. I don't blame him. But nonetheless, bases are loaded. Jehoshua Smart, the batter, batting 7th. The right fielder, Smart, now bats with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Big opportunity for Conquistadores. Joshua Smart hammers that ball to the third baseman. Oh, right through. 1 run will score. Kaler stops at third base. So Smart did a great job of jumping all over that pitch by Witten, and it got it by the third baseman for Pelicanos. That is Carlos Alvarez. Couldn't get a glove on that hard hit ball by Smart. So give Smart an RBI base hit right there. 2 outs, again, bases loaded for Theodores Matriukis. Matriukis. Yes, he got to talk to him day 1. Of course, he is definitely of Greek origin and nationality. His father Greek and his mother is Jamaican. I'm Italian, so I don't know how this plays into anything. But bases loaded. Theodores, the batter, the 8-hitter, designated hitter for Conquistadores with the lead 2-0. 2-0 is the score. Two outs, bases loaded. Just low. Cuevas wanted that call. So Smart just got an RBI base hit. He's on first base. Comes up empty. Good pitch right there to end the inning and the tough first inning for the Pelicanos. 2-run scores for the Conquistadores in the bottom of the first inning. They're up 2-0. Pelicanos coming to bat in the top of the second inning as they missed their opportunity in the first inning. Let's see if they can cash in the second inning to peck away and tie this thing up. 2-0 is the score. Conquistadores coming out to the field, and Pelicanos coming to bat in the top of the second inning. We'll be back momentarily, part of the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League, live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL. This is Anthony DeSanto giving you the broadcast. Clayton Blummel back on the mound for his Conquistadores, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning in their first turn of at-bats. The home team Conquistadores looking strong, looking good. Blummel did a good job in the top of the first inning, not limiting any type of damage and putting out any squall opportunity fire-wise. Didn't give up any runs, so Pelicanos did not score but allowed 2 runs in the first inning. Let's see what they can do here in this top of the second. Good pitch right there, but taken down low. This is Jack Descar, the batter. Descar batting from the right side, taking a strike right there. Good pitch right there from Clayton Blummel. Let's see how Descartes battles in this at-bat. Quinby on deck. Kenton Quinby for Pelicanos. Jack Descartes, the batter. Hammers that one down the line, foul. That'll go out of play. The hat of the first baseman for Conquistadores flew off. Chasing after that foul ball, but to no avail. Braylon Reynolds, who got hit by a pitch in the back, playing first base, chased after that, so he looks just okay. Tapped to the shortstop. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop. Shortstop ranges over, throws across his body. Base hit for Jack Descartes, showing off the wheels. Huffing and puffing as he legged that one out. He smelled a base hit. So he tapped that one to the shortstop. Tough play right there for any shortstop. Jack Descartes finds himself to lead things off for his Pelicanos. That's exactly what they need. A leadoff base hit, and Descartes delivers. Let's see if Quimby can deliver as well. Runner on first base. Yeah, Jack Descartes looks like he's shaken up just a little bit. I thought he was winded, but I think he might have tweaked his ankle right there. Shakes it off. Takes his lead from first base. Let off with a nice base hit. Putting it in play. Checks on the runner Descartes. Good job by Blummel to make him scamper back to first base and test on that ankle. Looks like it's good. His leg is okay. Checks on him again. So Blummel really paying close attention to the base runner right there. Descartes legged out the base hit. Head coach is going to go talk to his batter. Kenton Quimby, the batter, the right fielder for Pelicanos. Might be a hit and run or a bunt situation. Let's see how Blummel can attack the batter Quimby. With nobody out. Batter on. Yeah, he does square to bunt. Runner on first base. Descartes takes his lead. Blummel comes set. Kicks, fires, and deals. Quimby bunts it in the air, foul. So I don't know if he was told to bunt there. I'm assuming he was. But he needs to work on his bunting ability there. That's one of those lost arts, I feel, in baseball as a baseball purist. 0-2 to Quimby, runner on first base. There goes the runner. Hammer to the third base, and that's going to be a double play. Quimby lines into a double play on the hit and run right there. Good job of hitting by Quimby, though. He hit that one on the line. Third baseman for Conquistadores took that one and picked it out of the air for a double play. Hayden Bledsoe for Conquistadores. Then he threw it over to his first baseman, Reynolds, for the double play. So Blummel helped out by his defense. Now there's two outs, nobody on base. Carlos Alvarez, the batter. Third baseman Alvarez bats from the right side. Number 10 for his Pelicanos takes a strike, even though it went back to the backstop. Catcher couldn't handle it. Went right off his mitt, but called strike one. That's Braden Kaler behind the plate. Brayler, a good defensive catcher. Just lets that one go by. Nobody on base with two outs. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right there from Blummel. He's had a really good day on the mound, locating his pitches the way he wants to. Comes set. Two outs. Taken high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on base. 2-0 is the score. Conquistadores scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. So tough at bat from the last batter, Kenton Quimby. He hit that ball really hard. Comes up empty, does Alvarez. So good job of pitching from Clayton Blummel, and the Conquistadores have the lead 2-0 as they come to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Live from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, This is Anthony DeSanto with the PRIBL, coming back to you live momentarily. Welcome back, everybody. Team Conquistadores coming to bat against Pelicanos, leading 2-0. This is the bottom of the second inning. Starting pitcher back on the mound for Pelicanos, taken high. Good pitch right there, but taken high. Hunter Witten on for his second inning as the starting pitcher. He's slated to go 3, so let's see how well he can do in his innings. Hits the banner right there. So the hard way, getting on base for Conquistadores. It's Hayden Bledsoe. Janziel Baez bats with the runner on first base. Stays wide past the catcher. So Witten in early trouble with the runner in scoring position with nobody out. Got to limit those freebies. Freebies are things that the pitcher can control as far as walks. Got to limit those and any type of hit by pitches. Got to limit those freebies. Usually when freebies happen, runs score. So that one's fouled back. Janziel Baez. Hits that one through the infield for a base hit. Left fielder gets in it quickly and throws it in. Runners now on first and third. So Baez gets his base hit. He's on first base now. Bledsoe on third base after getting hit by a pitch. Sends up Joel Cortez. Cortez has had a nice day already with a base hit in his first turn of at-bats. He bats now with runners on first and third. Let's see what Conquistadores can do in the bottom of the second inning. Nobody out. The leadoff hitter bats with his blue bat. Conquistadores looking to cash in that run from third base with nobody out. Just misses low with that pitch from Hunter Witten. Witten from Pennsylvania. Comes up empty, does Cortez on the good offering from Hunter Witten. He'd love a strikeout right here because the defense is playing to give up a run. Corners are back, but Christian Mulgary is holding on the runners. He takes off. Fake throw. So stolen base for Baez. Baez reached on a base hit. Now he's on second base with the stolen base. 2 runners now in scoring position. Let's see what the defense does. Corners do come in now. Middle infield plays back to give up the run. 2-1 is the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Stays high with that off-speed delivery. 3-1 now. 3-1, nobody out. Runners on second and third. Big opportunity for Conquistadores. They already have a 2-0 lead. Let's see if they can add more with leadoff hitter Joel Cortez. Batting with runners on second and third. They take their leads. Big pitch right there, taken down low. So another freebie. 2 freebies this inning. Hit by pitch and a walk. And gave up a hit. So the double play is back in order. Cortez on first base. Action in the Pelicano bullpen. It's a big inning and big opportunity for both teams. Let's see who cashes in and wins this at bat and wins this inning. Good pitch right there from Hunter Witten to Nick Fast Horse. Fast Horse also got a base hit in his first turn of at bats. Let's see what Conquistadores can come up with here. Bases loaded. Big situation, big pitch. Taken high and inside. 1-1's the count. Nobody out. 1-1 is the count. Nobody out. Bases are loaded. Big pitch. Stays just high on the off-speed delivery. Bledsoe, the runner, on third base. Baez on second base. Cortez on first base. Fast Horse comes up empty on that one to even things up. Hunter Witten made a big pitch right there. Let's see if he can execute this pitch on the 2-2. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Fast Horse just gets a piece of that one. Fouls it straight back. Tips it off the mitt of the catcher. If he held on to it, that would have been a big strikeout out right there, but could not handle it. Let's see what Hunter Witten can come up with now. Corners are in. Runners take their leads. Fouled back again. Just got a piece of that one. So Witten is bearing down really nicely. He might have, Fast Horse, I think, chipped the cup of his bat. He just barely got a piece of that one. Good pitch right there from Hunter Witten. Let's see what he comes back with now on the 2-2. Still nobody out. Bledsoe takes his lead from third. Just down low. Good pitch right there from Hunter Witten. Fast Horse did not bite. Now things get even more tight. 3-2, full count. Nobody out. Bases loaded. What is Witten going to do? Oh, good job right there. Hunter Witten strikes out Nick Fast Horse. Big out right there for Team Pelicanos. And Hunter Witten to strike out the two-hitter, Nick Fast Horse. So 1 out. Bases still remain full. Bases loaded. 1 out. The three-hitter, big-time hitter coming to bat for Conquistadores with the bases loaded. 1 out. Capono comes up empty. Good pitch right there from Hunter Witten. This might be the inning for Hunter Witten. Make or break for him. He just struck out Nick Fast Horse on a devastating breaker with a 3-2 pitch. Time is called. Capono Kahale, the batter, plays his high school baseball at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Saw him on the mound yesterday. Stays inside and hit him. So Hunter Witten with his second hit by pitch. That hurts the Pelicanos right there. So a run does score. 1 run in. Now 3-0. Bases still remain loaded with 1 out. Braden Kaler coming to bat. Bledsoe just scored the 3rd run and first run of this inning. He reached base by a hit by pitch, followed by a Jonciel Baez base hit and a Joel Cortez walk. Fast Horse struck out and Capono Kahale got hit by a pitch. That's how they scored their run. I think that's going to be all for Hunter Witten. He might be at his pitch limit. New pitcher coming in for Pelicanos as Witten is done in this second inning. So he gets through 1 1/3 innings on this Wednesday. Pelicanos vs Conquistadores. We'll be back momentarily to introduce the new pitcher. And Pelicanos on the ropes. Bases are loaded for Conquistadores with 1 out. All right, we're back. King Solomon on the mound for Pelicanos. Comes up empty, does Braden Kaler. Solomon, a player coach on the mound. Andre Solomon for Pelicanos, relieving Hunter Witten. Witten departs after an inning and 1/3. Those runners are all his, on the hook for those 3 runners. Bases are loaded as Braden Kaler, dangerous Braden Kaler, bats with the bases loaded. 1 run already in. 3-0 is the score. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Solomon. Oh, heads up. Heads up, everybody. That's a souvenir. Kaler fouls that one back. Almost got us, but we're all safe. Safe and sound. Runners take their leads. First, second, and third. Bases loaded. Conquistadores looking for some more. Comes up empty. He's out. First base is occupied. So now 2 outs. Kaler strikes out with the bases loaded. Good pitch from King Solomon. Solomon, a player coach for Pelicanos. Now stepping in Connor Anderson. Anderson has a big opportunity with 2 outs to cash in some more runs. They have 1 run this inning. Let's see if Andre Solomon can shut it down. Oh, hit him right in the foot. So 1 run comes in. Anderson is hit, credited with an RBI hit by pitch. Scoring is Baez, Janziel Baez, scoring from third. Cortez moving over. To third base, runner Joel Cortez on third. Capono Kiley on second, takes his lead. Comes up empty on the big swing. Braylon Reynolds wanted to go deep on that pitch. He was geared up for that one, but comes up empty. 2 outs, bases loaded. Fouls that one off. Now 0-2. Solomon might get out of this one. He's 1 pitch away from getting out of this one. Braylon Reynolds, the batter. Anderson on first base, was hit on the ankle. He's on first base. Here's the pitch. Just got a piece of that one. Fouled right at the plate. Braylon Reynolds was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat with his green bat. All these hitters are batting with the wood bat. This is a college collegiate wood bat league. Cut on and missed. Step on the plate, and he does. And that does it for Conquistadores. They do score 1, increase their lead 3-1 as Pelicanos come to bat. Seeing if they could chip away. Good job by Solomon to limit the damage there. Oh, they scored 2 runs. Sorry, my fault. They scored 2 runs, 4-0. Conquistadores scoring 2 runs that inning. 4-0 is the score. Pelicanos coming to bat, and we'll be back with the 3rd inning momentarily with the PRIBL. Thank you so much for joining us. Back here live, Pelicanos down 4-0 in the third inning. They need to have a better approach, and hopefully they can start things off again. Last inning they started things off with a base runner, but they could not cash in again. So back-to-back innings, they started off positive, but have nothing to show for it. Down 4 runs in the third inning early. Pelicanos send up. Back to the mound. Blummel fields it. Good job of fielding his position right there to retire the batter on a couple pitches. Grant Parkin is retired. Parkin hit it back to the pitcher Blummel, and Blummel fields his position nicely and tosses over to first baseman for the first down. So we now see Christian Mulgary. Mulgary batting with his fashionable pink batting gloves and pink bat. Takes that one down low from Blummel. Blummel's done a really nice job of pitching quickly and efficiently as that one stays inside to Mulgary as he gets out of the way now with 2-0, a 2-0 count. Good pitch right there. Just high to Mulgary, 3-1. Pelicanos need a base runner. Mulgary might be the answer. He calls time. Yeshua Cuevas, the catcher for Pelicanos, on deck. And ball 4, big walk right there. Christian Mulgary doing his part to help his team out. He reaches base safely with a walk. Blummel makes a mistake right there to walk the 9-hitter. Mulgary on first base. Cuevas now batting the leadoff hitter, Cuevas. This could be the inning for Pelicanos. They lost yesterday to Peregrinos. So their record is 1-0, 1-1, in the PRIBL in Aguadilla here. This is our third day in Aguadilla. This is my third game with you. I just joined the team on Monday. Had a nice Father's Day on Sunday. Hopefully all the fathers out there had a good Father's Day. Beautiful weather so far. Yesterday was fantastic. We were joined in the broadcast by the Panda himself, Carlos Martinez. Martinez we saw yesterday pitch for his Pelicanos. I was impressed. I'm pretty sure he struck out Luca Morales, actually. And he's also in the broadcast with us, helping us out behind the scenes. That's what it takes for a good broadcast team, to help out everywhere and behind the scenes. It's nice to see volunteers and just guys who are invested in the program. And Luca Morales absolutely is. He's a fun guy to watch. He's a specimen at the plate. But Martinez got the best of him yesterday. All in fun. And we're also joined by a bumblebee, or a honeybee, or a bee. And he lands nicely on the leg of Luca Morales. I'm not really afraid of bees or spiders, but snakes, yeah, I don't do well with snakes. If I saw a snake, I'd probably run and scream like a girl. Speaking of girls, I do have 3 daughters. I've been blessed with 3 daughters, so I'm a girl dad. And I also have 3 cats. My wife, Jennifer, she's at the hotel in Rincon, Puerto Rico, taken for a strike. Cuevas, the batter. Blummel deals with Cuevas and a runner on first base. Dangerous hitters looming on deck. Truman Moyer, Ethan Reyes, and Aiden Skipper wait for their turns of at-bats. There's nobody out. With a runner on first base. Conquistadores have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Let's see if Clayton Blumel can get through the third inning unscathed. He staked to a 4-0 lead with the runner on first base. And he takes off. Taken inside, good throw down. Sliding in safely is the runner. That is not Christian Malgary. That might be Cade Skipper with the stolen base. That might be Cade Skipper. Yeah, that's Aiden's brother stealing that base. I was told that Cade Skipper, the middle of the three boys, has been blessed with very good speed. I think he excels in the cross-country track and field arena. Got to see him pitch yesterday. A good fastball he showcased in his inning plus of work. It was a pretty cool moment to watch him pitch to his older brother, Aiden. Taken for a strike three. Cuevas doesn't like it, but he rings him up. Big out right there. Cannot move Cade Skipper over. He's still in scoring position. Now stepping in the dangerous Truman Moyer. Moyer bats with the runner in scoring position as Cuevas goes down on strikes looking. With the runner in scoring position, can't do that. Stays inside. Good job on that one. Picking up the corner for strike one to Truman Moyer. One out as Truman Moyer bats with the runner in scoring position. Moyer got hit by a pitch and stole two bases, but did not score in his first inning of his plate appearance time. That's been kind of the tale for this Pelicanos team. They've done a good job of getting runners on, but they failed to score, and that happened yesterday. That ball's hammered through. And, misplayed in the outfield, left field. Let's see if Ethan Reyes can get him, or if Truman Moyer can get himself to third. One run is in. Cade Skipper scores. There goes the helmet. Here we go. A play at the plate. Coming in to score, Truman Moyer, the exciting Truman Moyer with the Little League home run. How about that? Man, he can run. Truman Moyer scoring to bring his Pelicanos back. 2 runs score now. 2 to 4 brings the score. Pelicanos scoring 2 runs in the top of the third inning. Truman Moyer getting it done. 1 out, nobody on base. Ethan Reyes now bats. So we're going to credit Truman Moyer with a base hit. Scoring on the error by the third baseman. RBI hit from Truman Moyer. Ethan Reyes bats. Clayton Blumel giving up those runs. Oh, hit off Blumel. That hurts. That hurts. Second baseman picks it up and safe. At first base, Ethan Reyes. Blumel got hit on his pitching arm. Ethan Reyes can hit the ball hard, and he did that. And his speed got him to first base. Second baseman fielding that one. Tough play for any infielder. Good job by the second baseman for Conquistadores. Nick Fasthorse got rid of it quickly, but could not get Reyes. Coaching staff checking on Clayton Blumel. Blumel has done a really nice job against the Pelicanos. Pelicanos have had a really good series in the PRIBL. All 4 of these teams are evenly matched. So Blomel's done a good job of limiting the damage. Let's see how he is. Yeah, he shakes it off, gives everyone a fist bump. Positive vibes from Clayton Blumel and his Conquistadores. The elder Skipper now bats. Aiden Skipper bats with the runner on first base. That's Ethan Reyes. Expect him to run. Reyes walked and stole a base in his last at bat. Now gets a base hit. So he's 1 for 1 on base both times. Heads up. That ball's fouled back, straight back as it bounces off some things. And that ball's going down the tunnel. Mr. Fuentes is on that one. Got to meet Angel Fuentes and his dad, Angel and Angel. There goes Reyes, fouled back. Mr. Fuentes, watch out. It's coming again. How about that? So Skipper bats with Reyes, with Ethan Reyes, the batter. Skipper's in a hole right here. Clayton Blumel deals. Fouled straight back again, just a tick tardy on that one. Just reminding everyone to bring back the foul balls. Thank you for your help. Skipper bats. 2 runs already in for Pelicanos. Threatening here against Clayton Blumel. Let's see what Blumel has here against Aiden Skipper. There goes Reyes again. Hit out foul territory. Reynolds making a good job right there. That does it for the Pelicanos. Good catch by the first baseman, ranging all the way in foul territory. Braylon Reynolds tracks that one down to stop the scoring for Pelicanos. They do score 2. 4-2 is our score. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Conquistadores batting with the lead, and we'll be back momentarily. Conquistadores and Pelicanos in the morning game, live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Anthony DeSanto with the PRIBL. We'll be back momentarily. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is the bottom of the third inning. Scored a 4-2. New pitcher on the mound for the Pelicanos, Cade. Skipper stays inside to the batter, Smart. Theodorus on deck. Matrixikos on deck. Who's wildly right there at that one. Cade Skipper working quickly and efficiently and ahead. So way ahead to the batter, Smart. Jehoshua Smart. I got to talk with Mr. Smart. I have to say, Mr. Smart has the fanciest of all fancy clothes on. I mean, that man has swag. I mean, I am a basic white guy. Khaki pants and a polo, but not so for Mr. Smart. Takes that one for a strike. And Jehoshua also has some swag. Oh, good night, Irene. Watch out there. He's got his bright caution yellow batting gloves, warning all pitchers to be cautious as they pitch to him. Not even a laugh. How about that? I'm a basic dad with basic dad jokes. Here's the pitch from Skipper. Full count. Let's see how he attacks Smart. Hopefully smartly. Here's the 3-2 from Skipper. Comes set. Kicks, fires, and deals. Again, wide with that one. Not what you want to do there. Walk the first hitter you face, but nonetheless he did that. So runner on first is Smart. Smart had a RBI base hit in his first turn of at-bats and walks, so now he's on base for the second time. Let's see what Theodorus Matrizikos can do. Comes up empty. Good fastball from Cade Skipper. Yesterday, Cade got to throw to his older brother. But Cuevas catches him today. There goes the runner. A stolen base. How about that? Good job by the base runner Smart to get himself into scoring position. Can't do that. Walks turn into runs as Jehoshua Smart on second base in scoring position for Theodorus. Here's the pitch from Skipper. Hit out into shallow right. Nobody's going to get it. Right fielder picks it up and throws it in to Malgary at first base. Malgary calls time. Runners on first and third now. Conquistadores in the driver's seat. Nobody out. First and third. Give credit to Theodorus for getting a base hit. Hayden Bledsoe steps in. Conquistadores already have a 2-run lead. 4-2 is the score in the bottom of the third inning. Let's see what Theodorus and Conquistadores come up with. Head coach talking to Smart. They might have a play on, which I assume they do. We'll see what Bledsoe can do. He was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Bats with runners on first and third. There goes the runner, taken for a strike. Good throw down. Might have got him. Yeah, he did. Good job by Cuevas to nail the would-be base runner for the first out. Help out those Pelicanos. Good defensive play right there. Cutting down the would-be base runner. So 1 out. Bledsoe down on the count, 0-1. Cade Skipper on the mound. Now with the runner on third base, 90 feet away. Takes his lead as Smart. Kicks, fires, and deals. Good pitch again. Cade Skipper. I've been really impressed with Cade Skipper's stuff. He's got a really good build and really a good delivery, really smooth arm action. Plus fastball, and right there we saw his secondary pitches. It's just his release point. He stays on that one a little too long as he yanks that one again. If he can continue to repeat his delivery on his secondary pitches, he'd be really effective. He really throws downhill well. He's got a good build, as we mentioned. Throws to Bledsoe. Let's see what Bledsoe can do, how he can score him with less than 2 outs. Takes that one. Good eye right there as he takes that one, even up things 2-2. There's only 1 out. Infield. Middle infield plays halfway. Corners are in at first and third. Outfield is shallow and straight away. Medium depth. Bledsoe the batter. Stays low on that one. 3-2 now to Hayden Bledsoe. Bledsoe playing third base. I wonder if he has any relation to the former quarterback Drew Bledsoe. Walked him. So runners now on first and third. Walking Bledsoe. Jonziel Baez had a base hit in his earlier at bat and stole a base. So let's see if Jonziel can continue his hot hitting. Runners on first and third again. Last time the Conquistadores had first and third, they sent Theodores, but the catcher Cuevas cut him down. Stepping off Cade Skipper. Jonziel Baez bats. With runners on first and third, Smart on third, Bledsoe on first. Here's the pitch. Good block by the catcher to keep that one in front. Number 15, Cade Skipper in the orange and green uniform. Conquistadores in their home red and blue uniform. With 1 out, runners on first and third. Big pitch from Cade Skipper coming up. Third baseman keeping him close. Smart goes back, takes his lead. Good pitch. That's where you want to live right there, young man. Good pitch right there on the corner. Hits it. So even things up 1-1. There is only 1 out. Hammer to the shortstop, fields it. Shovels it over to second base for 1, and on to first. Twin killing. Gets him out of the inning. Wow, good job. Cade Skipper gets out of the inning. No runs scored. On the twin killing, only 1 runner left. Good job by the middle infielders of the Pelicanos. Good defense. So no runs score for Conquistadores. Pelicanos coming to bat in the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back momentarily. Score is 4-2. Conquistadores with the lead. Pelicanos coming to bat. This is Anthony DeSanto. I'll be back with the broadcast in the PRIBL live from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. right, we're back. New pitcher on the mound. Julian DeTrixie on the mound for Conquistadores, who failed to score last inning. Number 21 takes a bunt right there. Good bunt right there. You couldn't roll it out any better. That's what you want right there. How about that? Pelicanos now have a base runner. That is the way to do it. And Gesser leads things off. That's a big leadoff bunt hit, sending up Dakar. The batter, takes that one inside from the new pitcher, Julian. So Pelicanos pulling out all the stops, down by 2 runs, get the leadoff runner on. And Gesser, the base runner on first base, takes lead. Julian checks on the runner. Good catch right there by Braylon Reynolds, the first baseman. Let's see what's for lunch. All right, pasta. An Italian loves pasta in Puerto Rico. Yes, I am that Italian. There goes the runner. Throw down, good throw from the catcher. Just gets off his glove. So that was a good throw from the catcher. Couldn't handle it by the second baseman. I think he would have been safe. Anyway, so that was in Gesser with the stolen base. He reached base with a bunt hit, and that was a great bunt hit. I mean, you couldn't roll that ball out any better than that. So he's now in scoring position for Dakar. Jack Dakar, the 6-hitter, left fielder for his Pelicanos. Bats for the second time. He got a base hit earlier. Let's see if Dakar can cash in the run. Down by 2 runs. Here's the pitch. It stays high. Julian DeTrixie. Now on for Conquistadores. That ball slammed into left center field. Left fielder ranging over and one-handed makes the catch. Good catch by the left fielder. Gave it a ride, did Dakar for the first out. I mean, you could do everything right and still get out in baseball. That's tough luck right there. Jack Dakar definitely gave that one a ride. Medium deep left field. As we mentioned earlier, it's 325 in the corners and 403 to dead center. The gaps are easily 370 to left center and right center here in this ballpark in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is our 3rd day in Aguadilla. Throw down, gets into left field, safe at third base. Could have been a run right there. So now Quimby bats with a runner 90 feet away. This is a big scoring opportunity with 1 out. Kenton Quimby bats with a runner on third base. That's Eric Engesser. Dakar was retired on the long fly ball. Right over the pitcher's head, fielded by the second baseman. Run's going to score. Quimby with an RBI hit, an RBI fielder's choice. That's exactly what they needed. Scoring Engesser. After Engesser led things off with a base hit, he stole second. Good job right there by Engesser. Quimby credited with a RBI. Carlos Alvarez, the batter, takes that one for a ball. Scoring 1 run, though, in this 4th inning. Four to 3 the score. 2 outs. Bats Alvarez. Alvarez wants to get things started and cooking again for his Pelicanos. Let's see if he can do that. Good pitch right there, fouled away. DeTrixie overpowered him with that one. Just getting a piece is Carlos Alvarez, the third baseman for Pelicanos. Taken down low. DeTrixie falling behind. Scoring one run in this inning, though. Pelicanos getting back in this game. I thought for sure they'd be out of it, but they are chipping away. It shows how gritty the Pelicanos are and how good this PRIBL is. Strike two. Cut on and missed on that one. Good job by Trixie to fill up the strike zone. Let's see what he does right here. This is a big pitch for him. That's fouled away. Back into the seats. Helicopter in the distance. Skips in. Ball four now. They're cooking again. Sending up Grant Parkin. Parkin now stepping in. Looking to park one and tie things up. They're down by one. They got a runner on base. First base walking. Possibly a pitching change here. I think we might have a new pitcher coming in. Grant Parkin, the batter, bats. With runner on first base. Time is called. Yes, I think we'll have a new pitcher coming in, and we'll introduce the new pitcher coming in momentarily. This is Anthony DeSanto, live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. We'll be back momentarily. All right. You fans are in for a treat. Alejandro El Brujo, the magician, player coach, is now on the mound to squell any attempt to tie this thing up. So tough at bat for Grant Parkin. Let's see what happens here. Runner on first base. Takes his lead. Comes up empty, bailing out on that fastball from the magician. The Guatemalan giant, player coach. It's a big opportunity for Parkin and Pelicanos. Comes up empty on the good fastball again. 0-2 now. They did score 1 run in this inning. Runner on first base. 2 outs. 0-2 is the count. Comes set. There goes the runner. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Catcher throws it wide. That's Alvarez with the stolen base. Alvarez walked and stole a base. This is Grant Parkin, has a chance to tie things up if he gets a base hit with 2 outs. That would be a backbreaker to the Conquistadores. But Alejandro, the man on the mound, wants to stop any advancement of these Pelicanos coming back. 4-3 is the score. Checks on the runner. Good inside move. Keeps the runner Alvarez close at second base. Parkin in a hole. Let's see if he can dig himself out of it. Here's the pitch. Evens things up now. 2-2. Big opportunity for these Pelicanos. If Parkin can get a base hit, I bet Carlos Alvarez will be coming home on the 2-out hit. Here's the pitch, the 2-2. Hammered down the line. Left fielder going over in foul territory, making the play just in and out of his glove. Man, Parkin gave it a ride, but foul. Just a foul ball. Almost caught that one. Left fielder did a good job to get over there. Parkin was all over that pitch from the magician, Alejandro. On the mound, player coach. Let's see what Parkin can do. Stays wide. Things are getting interesting now. Christian Mulgary barking on the on-deck circle, wanting to get his chance. Parkin, the batter. Alvarez, the runner. Conquistadores clinging to a 1-run lead. There goes Alvarez. Gets the walk and runs themselves out of the inning. Man, that's a big mistake right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, the magician comes in and does his thing. Man, El Brujo can spin it and gets him and his Conquistadores back in the dugout. So we'll see what happens next as Pelicanos are down by 1, and they're going out into the field as Conquistadores come to bat. Buenos dias, everyone. Carlos Martinez on the mound for Pelicanos. In a 4-3 ball game. 4-3 is the score. Conquistadores have the lead. Pelicanos chipping away to get back in this thing. Takes a strike. It's the leadoff hitter, Joel Cortez. Cortez has reached base safely both times. Hammers that one down to the third baseman. Foul ball, just foul. Good play by Alvarez to pounce on that one. Foul ball. Carlos Martinez on the mound. We got to see him yesterday. The Panda. Kung Fu Panda. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. Martinez comes set. Nobody on base. Nobody out. Flares that one foul. First baseman Malgary just out of the reach. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. Conquistadores jumped out to an early 4-0 lead, scoring 2 in the first, 2 in the second. But Pelicanos have come back, scoring 2 in the third and 1 in the fourth. Let's see how Conquistadores respond. Just missing. Carlos Martinez just missed there. 2-2 to the leadoff hitter for Conquistadores, Joel Cortez. Nick Fasthorse is on deck, followed by the 3-hitter, Capono Kahali. Granted time just before the pitch. Man, that was close. The umpire does not have to grant the batter time, but he did in that case. Freezing Martinez. Martinez comes set. Here's the 2-2. Got the call right there. So 1 out. Martinez gets the job done, leading his team to the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pelicanos are hot with the bats, and they want to get back in the dugout, and Martinez does well by getting the first out right there. The leadoff hitter is retired. Cortez on strikes. Fasthorse, the batter now. He bats with the bases empty, 1 out. Comes up empty on the big swing right there. A little overswing on that pitch from Martinez. Martinez doing a good job this time, filling up the strike zone. Yesterday he had a little bit of a rough go of it, so he's back on the mound today. He is locked in for more. Hopefully you're locked in for more as well. Taken for a strike. So back-to-back 0-2 pitches now. Let's see if he can strike out Fasthorse as he struck out Cortez. Let's see what Fasthorse can do. Down on the count, 0-2. Fasthorse got a base hit. He got things going for his Conquistadores in the first inning. Reaching base. Takes that pitch inside. Just missed right there. Tried the corner. Umpire didn't give it to him. Thank you for being with us. 4-3 is the score in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Comes set. Comes set again. Comes set again. Hope everybody is having a good day on this beautiful Wednesday. I actually got paid today, so I have some more money. I was running on empty. I'm on vacation. In my spare time, I'm a teacher in Florida, Tampa area, Hillsborough County. That's taken down low. Good pick by the catcher. Fasthorse, the batter, with a 2-2 count. Martinez on the mound with 1 out, nobody on base. Conquistadores clinging to a 1-run lead as they take as they're up at bat and take their swings against Carlos Martinez. There's a good swing by Fast Horse as he was right on that one, following it straight back. Staying alive in this at bat. Martinez pitched yesterday, and he's on the bump again. Good pitch again. Dropped by the catcher, couldn't squeeze it. Throws it down to first base. Mulgari catches it. Good job by Christian Mulgari to catch that one from the catcher. Good throw from him. So now back-to-back strikeouts. Sends up Kapono Kahali. Kapono of Hawaiian descent. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Martinez has looked really good today. This is what I was expecting yesterday, and he's really bringing it on this Wednesday. Pelicanos down by 1 run. Carlos Martinez fires again just outside. Catcher having trouble receiving the Martinez fastball. It's popping in and out of the mitt. Catcher Joshua Cuevas for Pelicanos. Kapono bats. Comes up empty on the big swing. Good fastball again. In and out of the mitt of the catcher again. That may come into play. 2 outs, nobody on base. Conquistadores up to bat in this bottom of the 4th inning, up by 1 run. 4-3 is the score. 2 outs, nobody on base. Kapono, the 3-hitter for the Conquistadores, looking to reach base against Martinez. That ball bounces in, skips in. This is the morning game of the 2 games today. Thank you for joining us in this morning game. Hopefully you had your morning coffee. I know I did. I had a wonderful latte this morning. Peregrinos and Taínos play in the afternoon game. I'll be bringing you the broadcast live along with my media team, doing a great job behind the scenes. Here's the pitch from Martinez with 2 outs. Kapono takes it for strike 3, and that does it for Conquistadores. Pelicanos looking really good with Carlos Martinez on the mound as they come to bat down by 1 run. We're going to bring you the 5th inning right now as we close up the 4th inning. 4-3 is the score. Conquistadores go down, but they are up by 1. Pelicanos to bat in the top of the 5th inning, and we'll be back with the broadcast. Coming back to you live momentarily. All right, that does it. 4-3 is our final score. Pelicanos go down, lose by 1. Conquistadores taking the victory. It pays to be the home team. So final score 4-3. Thank you for tuning in. We'll get ready for the afternoon 1 o'clock game. They are on a time constriction, I know, but I wish I could have seen those Pelicanos come to bat one more time, but that does it. Played 4 full innings here. Thank you for your attendance and appreciate your tuning in commentary. This is Anthony DeSanto. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can find me on my Facebook. I am from Tampa, Florida. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Continue on listening. I'll be bringing you all the games live, broadcasting all the games here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. I'll be here for 2 weeks. Hopefully you'll stay with us. Final score 4-3. Conquistadores take the win. They were up early and they held on. Starting pitcher Clayton Blummel gets the win, and Hunter Witten takes the loss. We'll be back live with the next game. This is the afternoon 1 o'clock game. Team Taínos take on the Peregrinos in the 1 o'clock game. Final score 4-3 here. That does it for the morning game. Conquistadores take the victory. That improves their record to 2-0. Conquistadores and Pelicanos are now 1-2. They lost 2 games in a row. They'll look to improve on that record as we continue on in the PRIBL. Thank you for joining us. This is Anthony DeSanto signing off.